Okay. What's up, everybody? This is Nick from Podcast Now, and today I'm going to show you a new working infinite money glitch in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So the first thing you're going to want to do this is you're going to want to go back to White Orchard, and go to the first town you're in. Wosong Bridge is the point you want to travel to. This is the very first town you get to in The Witcher in the beginning of the game, so you can do it as money. So what we're going to want to do is to go up to this dwarf, talk to him, pay as much of his stuff as possible. And this is because we want him to have as much money as possible. Now, I don't have a lot. I only have 6,000. But however much money you have, just buy his stuff until, you know, all of your money or all of his stuff is gone. Okay, so he has almost 7,000. I only have 160 left. That's pretty good for me.
So long.
So what we're going to be doing with this glitch is we're going to be basically killing this guy over and over, and he's going to constantly be dropping the money over and over. So what we're going to do to achieve this, for starters, is put a custom marker on your map about where this one is, near this house. One important point is you can mess this up. It's not very likely, but you can definitely mess it up, so you should try to save before probably right before you sold all your stuff to him, or right after. Okay, so once you get here, there's always a pack of wolves here for me. Just gonna kill them, kill the one real quick. And what we're looking for is this white tree, this beehive. So what we're going to be doing, and this is going to sound a lot harder than it is we're going to push the beehive to the blacksmith. So the path that we're going to take is just go straight back towards here, and then we're going to go this way and come in from the back. Once you do that, you want to meditate until nighttime, right until midnight. This is because you can't use the Ard sign or any of your signs at civilians, so they get in the way during the day. So you just push it right off the tree and start pushing it towards the marker. I'm gonna do this. You can watch me if you need tips on how to do it correctly, or you can skip if you figured it out until we get to the blacksmith to figure out what to do next. Don't get worried if you see the bees start to disappear, because wherever it ends up, as long as you're near it, you'll still get hurt like there were bees there. Make sure you do not loot the beehive for the honeycomb, because then it will disappear. As long as you don't loot it, it'll stay there until you fast travel out of the location. I don't think if I hit these sheep with my sign it matters. No. You can kill cows and stuff. Some things you can do to help this get along is try to make sure your sign intensity is as high as it can possibly be. Now I have to wait for these two guards to pass. Because you can attack guards with your signs, and then they'll turn hostile. They're really high levels, they'll kill you, and then you just have to start all over. It's not worth being impatient for. I know, I've done this so many times now. you gotta make sure not to get hit by the bees. If it gets stuck under a fence, that's fine. I can usually fix it. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to go back into our map and place another point directly behind this grindstone, because that's how we're going to get it to him. Okay, so now we're pretty much behind the blacksmith. So you might have to fiddle with this a little bit, but you want to try to get it very close to him, because that's the only way it'll work. We're going to be killing him with the bees from the beehive over and over. See, if you get too close and try to use your sign, it might hit him, so it won't let you do it. So try to stay out of a direct path towards him. Just do it like that. Okay, so now that we got the bees pretty much right next to him, go near him to make sure they're actually hurting, and then sit back and wait. One thing that you want to make sure to make this easier to have on is go to your HUD configuration and make sure you have on the critical hit and effect text, because then you'll see the damage numbers come out from him when he's getting hurt, so that way you can tell if he's actually getting hurt or not, or if you need to move it. And there we see he's getting hurt. And now we just wait. You can do this as many times as you want. He will drop everything he has, so you get all your money back, however much you put in him, and you also get the 6,000 or the gems he has and all that stuff. So after he dies, just meditate for 1 hour, and he'll be back and being hurt again. To me, when I've done this like a ton of times, and it seems like the more corpses that are already there, the faster he dies. I think it gets to a point where he spawns and he drowns in the corpses. But if you want, you can mess with it. Once he's dead, then you can try to position the beehive in a better place if you want. But that's up to you and how patient you are. I'm a little impatient because I've done this 7 or 8 times. Okay, once you're done, you might be able to get to the loot without getting hurt, but if not, just push the beehive away. Don't worry about pushing the corpses because the loot still stays on the ground. And as you can see, my 6,000 crowns are there.